I need to mention that before I left Job Corps the second time with my girlfriend, my grandma died. She ended up having two strokes. Um, she was on the phone with my mom after the first one. Then shortly afterwards, she had another one. And Job Corps let me go home so I could be with the family. This was before I left, Job Corps for the final time. And I saw her in the hospital, and she never came out of the second stroke. She went to a coma and never came out. I remember telling her that I loved her very much and thank you for everything you've ever done for me. Um, that I didn't hold her against her, that she told them the truth of who I was in Job Corps. I wasn't mad about that. She done plenty of good things that, no, I'm not going to sit there and hold that over her. I remember giving her a kiss on the forehead and told her that she could go ahead and leave, that I didn't want her to suffer anymore. So I meant like go to heaven, to be with everybody else. And I did tell her to tell everybody hi for me because I figured that she probably could hear me. Maybe she didn't. But in my mind, I like to think that she did. But she was the one who held the glue together in our family gatherings. She's the one that planned them out. She did so many things. She liked to fish, liked to go camping. They had a camper and they went camping for weeks at a time. But unfortunately, towards the end, my grandma was bedridden because she was overweight and it was bad on her back and her knees and ankles. So she was bedridden for several years before this end. But not a day goes by that I don't think about her. She was always a wonderful person and respectful to me. When she got onto me, it was times that I deserved it, as a kid. She had paper and crowns there on the refrigerator, and every time I go over there, I loved doing that. Coloring. She had carpet in the house that was thick. Back then, they had thick carpet, and impossible to drive little Hot Wheels on. You'd actually lose like little army men in her carpet. It was thick, but she liked that kind of thing. But she was always funny, faithful in her faith. She watched religion shows all the time, and she would donate money. And I remember she used to get things in the mail from the religious, I don't watch the religious channels, but they would give you things like little booklets and, holy water and all these kind of things. And she was very faithful every time I went over there. She was always watching it. So, yeah, I miss her. And at least she didn't have to suffer anymore, and she didn't suffer a very long time. Then I ended up going back to Job Corps, and then that event that happened made me leave Job Corps for the last and final time. But I did not know at that time that she was the one that planned out because I was just a kid. She was the one that planned out the family gatherings, and without her, our family started to get together less and less until it is the way it is now, which is pretty pathetic. All right, that's it on that. Thank you for watching, and it's just me keeping it real.